Good morning. It's Wednesday, March 19th. I'm Lauren Prisball.
And I'm Tim Ryan. A cold front blew dust and smoke into North Texas overnight.
That was the reason, in fact, for our beautiful sunset. In case you saw sunsets over the last few days that have looked nice, well, there you go. Jenny's live in Fort Worth, where I bet the sunrise will be pretty.
Well, I guess that's the consolation prize for standing out in the middle of the post-dust storm here in Fort Worth. Yeah, good morning, you guys. Some people waking up in Dallas and Fort Worth are going to notice this, but I want to let you know about the positive aspect of it. The dust storm itself is over. The dust is settled. So now it's still a little bit windy over here, as you can see, but we do have the good news, and that is that the dust is over. So we can go ahead and show that video here now. This is video from YouTube of the dust storm in Amarillo. The winds in some parts of West Texas were as high as 50 miles an hour. A mixture of blowing dust and smoke traveled southeast from the Texas Panhandle and across North Texas. So compare that to here in North Texas. You can see in this different video we have here how it was windy and hazy overnight in Dallas, but not quite as intense. National Weather Service data indicates that there were reports of dust in several North Texas cities. One man we spoke to this morning watched the storm move through that night.
Changed about 10 or 10 to 12. Yeah, my cousin told me that around that time that he said, "You don't see the dust storm?" And I said, "I saw it." And from there, I was like, man, let's go ahead and get inside. And we got inside because we just got off of work.
According to the National Weather Service, there was no visibility in some parts of the Panhandle last night, and that's where all of this came to us from. So these are some pictures from Twitter of the storm hitting Amarillo last evening. Another picture is from Lubbock. In fact, the National Weather Service in Lubbock tweeted that they had wind gusts of 35 miles an hour. They were also tweeting that at some areas right near their airport, they had visibility of less than a mile. And I know Tim and Lauren, you guys have some interesting video of that area as well.
Yeah, we do. Thank you so much, Jenny. A dust storm reduced visibility to near zero in Lubbock last night. Look at this. You can barely see. This is posted on YouTube. Shows what it was like driving around. There was a blowing dust advisory in effect until midnight last night. No big surprise. That is crazy, Evan.
It's funny because just the other day, Lauren said, "Oh, look at this beautiful picture of a sunset." And it really was.
It was one that was sent in from one of our viewers.
Right, but it was all that gunk out in West Texas.
Right. As soon as you get some of the particles in the air, it will turn the hues more of an orangey red when you have particles in the air versus, the usual yellows that we're used to seeing, or the oranges. And this morning you'll probably see a little bit of the dust in the air, but more likely it's on your car. Good morning, everybody. All the winds have diminished overnight. They're about 10, 12 miles per hour at this point, so we're not dealing with the strong winds. And what you see blowing in here is not dust. These are all high-level clouds. There was a fire up here in West Texas overnight, and that northwest wind, when it initially blew through at 30 miles per hour, it pulled some of the smoke from that down here. That was what you smelled overnight. I think that was the bigger deal. The dust was one thing, but smelling it was something else. 42 Haslett, 46 Wiley. The north winds have brought us down all the way into the mid-30s on the Red River, especially up towards Bowie at 36. Most of us will stay in the 40s this morning, and the clouds will be around a good part of the day. At least they're upper levels, so you'll be able to see through them. 45, 46 to start your morning. It'll be a cool breeze even by noon, but the winds will be diminishing this afternoon. The wind is not a factor today like it's been the last couple of days, although the wind will pick up from the south as we head towards Friday, so there is another windy day in the forecast.